Hi, I'm Stephanie Coe, joining you from Santa Cruz Mission State Historic Park, and we'd like to take a moment to recognize the Awaswas speaking members of the Wepi tribe, who are the original inhabitants of this land and the first and original stewards of this land, and we appreciate having the opportunity to work and steward on their traditional homelands here. So thank you so much for joining us today. We are going to be talking about a very special heritage rose that we have. We used to think that it was called a Cecilbrunner rose. It's this one right up here. And a gentleman named Lance at one of our local garden stores actually let me know that this is a Cecilbrunner. A lot of folks think it was named for a gentleman, but it was actually created by and named for a woman. And the story of this rose is it really starts with Marie Duché. She was the daughter of the Duché family, who were a family of rose breeders in the Lyon region of France. And she bred this rose on her own. She got to know the person who would eventually introduce the rose to society when he came to do an apprenticeship at her family's nursery. And this man's name was Joseph Pernay. Joseph Pernay was also the son of a third-generation rose breeding and rose growing family, the Pernay family, who were just a little bit over near Lyon. And in 1879, Joseph Pernay came to the Duché family nursery to begin his rose breeding apprenticeship, where he met Marie, and they fell in love. And in 1881, Joseph introduced this rose to society, and in 1882, Marie and Joseph were married. And something that I think is sort of sweet is Joseph, when they were married, chose to combine both of their names. He became Joseph Pernay Duché to symbolize the merging of these two great rose-growing families. And now that we know a little bit about the rose, let's sort of talk about what it looks like. So you can see it is it's small. If we can get actually a little bit closer, we might be able to see that this is a double flowered rose. I'm not sure if you can see at this distance, but a lot of the blossoms have multiple flowers, and they're a combination of an unidentified tea rose with Rosa multiflora. As you can see, they start out as a very deep pink. We can see a few blooms in there inside that one. It starts as a very deep pink, and then as the flower ages, the color fades from the outside in. So you can see it's a very pale pinkish white on the outside, and then it's a darker pink in the center. And that's very characteristic of it. And this is a really popular rose for home gardeners because it is extremely vigorous and hardy. It survives cold weather very well. It's not very thorny as roses go, and our Cecilbrunner is not very full of blooms right now, but a lot of them are super prolific right now and are really good home roses. So I think that's about the length of the Cecilbrunner. Thank you so much for joining me today and giving me the opportunity to talk about one of our favorite heirloom roses. And if you have photos that you can send us of your Cecilbrunner at home, please do send them to us at the park. We would love to see them.